Fucking finally. Welcome back. Be Back Podcast. I'm your host. That's what you got to do tonight. I always say that fucked up. Homegirl Amy, boy Trig. Talk some shit. It's been a while. Been going for a minute. And now I'm back. A lot of shit be jumping over the news. A lot of white privilege. Cut this shit off. Cut it off. I turn it down. Anyway, boom. So let's say this. Republicans got Kyle Rittenhouse. He won. He beat his self-defense case. It was self-defense, but ironically, he was defending himself while he was looking for trouble.
Yeah.
Type of shit is that. He had a legal gun. Judge threw it out. Type of shit is that. He was fucking lying, saying that businesses paid him. That didn't happen. Businesses didn't fucking know him. Type of shit is that. White privilege at its best. Speak on white privilege. I got a white friend with me today. Amy?
Yes.
Speak on it.
I may be white, but I think the whole situation is horrible. He got away with something that he was guilty on.
This is the thing. This is just because the case is so fucking ironic. This is why it's ironic. Because he was attacked. He was defending himself. The thing is, he had no business being here with a fucking gun. He's not from that state or that town.
Are you from the area?
I am from the area.
Again, you're from Antioch. You're not living in Kenosha at this time when this all happens, right?
My dad lives in Kenosha.
Lots of people live in Kenosha, but you didn't, right?
My residence was in Antioch.
Okay.
Have a license for a gun that he isn't of age to use.
Exactly.
He start going over like you said. He's
looking for trouble.
Was looking for trouble.
Definitely was.
The thing is, the person that was so-called allegedly attacking him didn't have a gun.
So usually when it comes to self-defense, a person who gotta have you study first against you too. They gotta have a gun too for you to. But different states, different laws. My whole thing was he had to kill nobody. He could have shot people in the leg. He could have shot in the air. People would have ran off him. But the people, I think, see, this is the thing too. The people who he killed, one of them was a pedophile.
Did he know that?
He didn't know. You know how the news do though? When the news want to have a hero, they always villainize the opposition. So what they did was they trying to villainize the guy who was a pedophile. What? He deserved to die. In my opinion, he does. By the kid hand, no. But the thing is though, let's say he did. Well, he did beat the charges. It's supposed to be federal gun charge on this motherfucker. I never seen the fucking judge on the defendant's team. The fucking judge threw all types of shit out. You know what I'm saying? Didn't allow certain shit in.
First of all, Your Honor, this was the subject of a motion. I'm well aware of that. And the court left the door open.
For me, not for you.
My understanding of
You should have come and asked for reconsideration. You did on the one motion, and in fact, I granted your motion for reconsideration.
That was not our motion.
Excuse me. I did. I granted.
We did not move
that
to
was
reconsider.
their motion.
We have not filed any
me.
motions to reconsider in this case.
That was their motion for reconsideration, which I denied. But I said I denied it, or I indicated a bias towards denial is what I did. Held it open with a bias towards denial. Why would you think that made it okay for you, without any advance notice, to bring this matter before the jury? I was astonished when you began your examination by commenting on the defendant's post-arrest silence. That's basic law. It's been basic law in this country for 40 years, 50 years. I have no idea why you would do something like that. And it gives, I'll leave it at that. So I don't know what you're up to.
May I respond?
Yes.
We filed an other acts motion on this exact issue because, in my mind, and I argued this, it is identical to what was going on the night of August 25th, in the sense that the defendant was using this exact same weapon. He was using it in a manner to try and protect property.
No, he wasn't.
Your Honor, with all due respect,
I'm not going to rehash the motion. That's absolutely untrue. No. Your arguments of record My comments are of record, and why I ruled as I did is of record. There's nothing that I heard in this trial to suggest anything's changed, even if you're correct.
Bro, I wish I had my AR. I'd start shooting rounds at them.
That he's acknowledged that he's used this gun to protect property. He's also just acknowledged that he knows he can't do that. I am attempting to impeach him now with the prior August 10th incident, 15 days prior, involving the same gun, where he is threatening to use that gun to protect property. It goes...
He had the gun with him.
Your Honor, he is saying he wished he did so he could shoot people.
You know, there's a lot of difference between commenting about something when you haven't got a gun and threatening someone when you do.
It was just like the most fucking
Unethical court case.
yo. The judge should be fucking fired. It shouldn't be this one judge in charge of the case, because they should have like, okay, one judge in charge, but the judges should judge him, because this motherfucker was obviously a fucking. I can say he was racist. Know why? Because the whole situation happened when cops killed a black individual, right? In Kenosha, right? That's what happened, right? So the whole tension thing came from a racism anyway. And the little white kid was obviously on the law side.
I don't understand that, because first off, he lied. It was an EMT.
He lied. He definitely fucking lied.
It was not an EMT. Arms.
EMT. Yeah, he was a fucking EMT. It was.
Just asked you, so you're a certified EMT, and you said yes, correct?
Yes.
That was a lie, correct?
I'm not an EMT.
You're not.
He was looking for trouble. He was. So prior to that, like it was 2 weeks before, he seen looters somewhere else, and he was wishing he had his AR to shoot them motherfuckers.
New tonight, prosecutors in Kenosha County say they have video of Kyle Rittenhouse from 2 weeks before he shot 3 people last summer. They want to use that video as evidence in his murder trial to show his state of mind. Rittenhouse is not seen in this video, but prosecutors say he is heard. He's heard wishing he could shoot at people he believed were shoplifting.
So his whole thing was he was going there, he wanted to shoot people.
Premeditation all over it.
Premeditated, but not premeditated too. Kind of a tricky slope, because kid didn't just shoot random people. He didn't just go killing people. People did attack him. I think that was Antifa too.
Now, what made them attack him?
This is the individual who accuses you of pointing your gun at them, right?
Yes.
I think that was Antifa, yo. See, this is the thing. The liberals have these terrorists. In my opinion, they're terrorists. They're like the far left fucking terrorists. Antifa. And Black Lives Matter. They're the same people. I don't know why they attacked the kid. He had a fucking gun. That was stupid. They didn't deserve to die from attacking him. They hit him with a skateboard. And who attacked people with guns? So the shit it's kind of fucking slippery.
Yeah, I'm wondering why they targeted him and started attacking him. I mean,
The kid was an asshole, probably.
I was gonna say he was running his.
He had to do something. I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened, but.
And that's another reason why he didn't have, he shouldn't have had the gun. Like you said, he could have hit him in the leg. Well, that's why you have a license, and that's why you're at a certain age to have a gun, so that you can be more responsible about using it.
Well, that's the thing, too. It says all over that he's an irresponsible and unexperienced gun user, one. Now, when he was being attacked, so-called or whatever, there was, I guess, a bystander with the gun, the one that they... I guess they showed through the case that was trying to disarm him. So at no point up until the guy got close enough to try to grab it, aiming his gun from him. His right hand was down.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
But he got popped. He got close enough. He turned the gun, shot him.
But the thing is, though, so the left, so the right and the white people, they got a victory. They got him. But turn around, we got the convictions on the Ahmaud Arbery case. Remember that, Amy?
The what?
The Ahmaud Arbery.
There's a black male running down the street. We're at Cyntoia Shores. I don't know what street we're on. Stop! What's that? Is it? Stop! Travis! Sir. Hello, sir.
Why is this allowed out here? Why?
In February, 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery was shot dead in the South Georgian neighbourhood of Cyntoia Shores. In the 2 months that followed, no arrests were made. But local residents and lawmakers protested what they said was a deadly combination of racial profiling and flawed self-defense laws.
So what happened was, it was a guy jogging in Georgia. These white people stopped him and they killed him.
Okay, he was black, I'm assuming.
He was black. And
why did they stop in the first place?
because they were saying he was looking suspicious. He was just fucking jogging.
Right.
White people got a thing where they can find
anything just to make
just to justify anything.
Look,
You know what I'm saying, just like Zimmerman. Zimmerman got off by killing a black kid. The black kid wasn't harming him or nothing. It's white people just get away with a bunch of shit that no one else could. It's fucking get out of hand. But justice was served in that case. Now, how much time they gonna get? We don't know. See, no, they ain't get convicted yet. It's a different case. They let white people beat all these jury. Like they got a lot of things to like a lot of ways to make blacks not be on the jury. Make blacks not want to go because people got to work, don't compensate enough for it. This whole thing of having prior convictions and felonies to disqualify you and to vote and to do jury duty, that's discrimination, man. That's fucking stupid. Because if I serve my fucking time, I'm still a fucking American citizen.
Yeah. I agree.
Give me all my rights back.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They got a bad habit of convicting people, and
I'm in that group. I have felonies.
Yeah, felonies. white woman felony. What a waste of white privilege. What a goddamn waste. Now my whole thing is this, so what they do is to give you a felony. It's a way to stigmatize you and make you an outlaw to society because you can't get certain jobs, can't get certain privileges, and for the most part, you gotta turn back to what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you was hustling. Like, who the fuck want to work for fucking $8 an hour, $9 an hour, $15 an hour? You know what I'm saying? You can make a play, make $2,000 an hour. You can make fucking. Oh, it's just the system is fucking.
It makes you where you have to stay down, and also you get looked at.
It's legal discrimination. Yep. Now, at the same time, in Kenosha, what they're trying to do is it was this girl named Chrystul Kaiser, right?
I believe the $1 million cash bond is appropriate.
12 News was there in court when $1 million bail was set for Chrystul Kaiser. The Milwaukee teen is charged with shooting, killing, and setting Randall Villar on fire in his Kenosha home last June. She was just 17 at the time.
And what do you think that people need to know about why he died?
That it was a mistake.
The case now making national headlines, and in a jailhouse interview with the Washington Post, Kaiser now alleges she killed Villar because he used her for sex trafficking. Supporters of Kaiser say it was self-defense.
She had been trying to get out of the whatever arrangement that they had, and he was threatening to kill her.
In court last week, her attorney, a public defender, argued the murder falls under state law called affirmative defense, which acquits sex trafficking victims of certain crimes. But a judge disagreed, saying it only applies to prostitution or child trafficking cases.
You believe that she went there with a plan to kill Mr. Villar?
That's right.
From the start, Kenosha County District Attorney Mike Gravely says he's been pressured to drop all charges, but argues Villar's murder was premeditated and says she bragged about it after on social media.
And then during the course of the evening, she texts multiple people talking about how she is planning to do it, that she has Googled and that it's going to create a splatter.
Villar's house here has since been torn down, but the district attorney says the day they found his body was the same day they were about to charge him with child sex crimes.
I mean, it's ridiculous that the police knew what was going on with Villar and allowed it to continue to.
If somebody commits crimes against you, even horrible crimes, that you aren't allowed to go and kill them in response.
Now, she killed a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? She killed him.
Premeditated?
Yeah, it's premeditated. But what they're trying to say is she was a victim of sex trafficking. This is the thing. It's the law saying that if a minor is a prostitute, she's automatically a victim. 16, 17, she's automatically a victim. The thing is, she decided to sell pussy on Backpage, right?
At 16, Kaiser started selling herself for sex on Backpage.com. There, she met 33-year-old Randy Villar and began a relationship with him. According to Kaiser, he was her sugar daddy. He gave her spending money and let her drive his luxury car. But then, on June 4th, 2018, Kaiser decided to do something drastic, and she texted her friends about it. After her arrest, Kaiser claimed that Villar had sexually assaulted her and that she shot him in self-defense. But the prosecutor found her story to be unbelievable, in part because of how she behaved immediately before and after the killing. She posted a picture to social media of herself in Villar's house with the caption, "My mugshot."
She has a gun in her hand, she's waving that gun in her hand, and she is discussing how if somebody makes her mad, she'll shoot them like she shot someone previously. The sort of celebration of parts of this criminal offense that take place in social media, I think shocked the conscience.
And she decided to, so the guy who's
about her age, then I think she should be held accountable.
Yeah, this is the thing. The guy, listen, so if a woman's on Backpage or Skip the Games or whatever, there's no way a guy can know her age. So that's not his responsibility. It's the fucking website's responsibility. It's amazing how, so Backpage is shut down, but Skip the Games is the same exact thing. Just transferred over. But it's amazing how they don't hold women accountable. If she's
absolutely should be. She's the one who's putting herself out there at that age.
Yeah,
you know?
Put closer to the mic.
She's the one who's putting herself on the page at a certain age. Nobody but her is saying that she is any other age than the one she puts out on.
So this is how the story go. She was 16, 15, whatever, how age she was. She decided to sell pussy, right? She met a guy, 30, 32, whatever, 36, whatever, how old he was. He's a pedophile. Now, this is the thing.
And how old was she?
This is the thing. Hold on. She was 16.
Okay.
This is the thing. He met them girls on Backpage, prostitutes. If they're a prostitute on Backpage, how would he know that they're whatever age they are? The women lie about their age. And I'm not justifying pedophilia at all. I'm not doing that. I got a daughter 16.
Right.
I wouldn't condone that. But if a kid, well, she's 16, she's a kid, young adult. Yeah. If a young adult lie about their age, for one, the website should be 100% accountable because they're allowing it. It's a loophole that the government knows about that allowing women to prostitute.
A loophole that allows them.
Well, it's not a loophole. It's obvious fucking sites that allow women to sell prostitution. You know what I'm saying? So I still back to the story. So she ended up being with the guy. She had a boyfriend, and the guy tricked with her. He's a white guy, older white guy. He knew other older perverts who like young black women. You have to film them and shit. White people are fucking freaky. They do shit like that. It could have been pimping. It could have been a business arrangement. I don't know for sure, but she's the victim. She's telling her story. She's saying he was pimping her. But ironically, she had a boyfriend too. So I doubt you could be pimped with a boyfriend. That's a lie in itself. Prior to her killing the guy, right? She said she's getting a BMW. She said she's about to do it to her boyfriend. So it was premeditated.
Okay.
So when they did it,
they got that on what the
they got records of this shit. So what they did was she ended up killing him, set him on fire, took his BMW.
After speaking with neighbors who stated that they usually saw a BMW in Randall's driveway, they were able to locate his vehicle abandoned in Milwaukee. A receipt inside led police to a Family Dollar store where security footage revealed that there were 4 teens who had driven the BMW. One of them, they stated, was the sibling to Chrystul, and when they asked them, they revealed her name to them. They also confirmed her contact with him after they found a photo on her Facebook, and in the background was Randall's curtains. After using a battering ram on her boyfriend Delane's front door, she was arrested and placed into a squad car. Chrystul says she didn't even know Randall. She said that she saw another woman shoot him. However, eventually she admitted that she was responsible for killing him and setting the house on fire. Prosecutors feel it was premeditated due to messages that Chrystul put on Facebook. She was posting pictures of the news reports. They alleged that she stated that she would kill again. She made a post saying my mugshot. She did go live and told her boyfriend on live that she didn't want to shoot anyone else. They stated that she sent messages telling her friend that she shot the white dude, and they also alleged that she said she was quote unquote finna get her a BMW. According to the text that Washington Post provided, it stated at 10:42 p.m. on June 4th, she asked, when you want me to do it, bae? And then at 11:09, she said nothing, but I'm finna do it right now though. And then she went on to say at 11:13, I'm finna do it. And at 12:03 a.m. she said, just order some pizza, I'ma wait. It's gonna splatter everywhere. I looked it up on Google and it's a pillow. I'ma wait till she is asleep. While this all was presented in court,
got some friends, went to like a fucking dollar store, a Dollar Tree or whatever, went shopping. You know what I'm saying? Bitch bragged about it.
Damn. Evil.
Got found convicted. Now, what he's saying is she was a victim of sex trafficking.
Absolutely not. In my opinion, I think that's ridiculous.
No, it is ridiculous, and she's black too. Keep in mind. So I'm all for black people. getting justice.
Sure, but in this case,
And-
she did all this on her own. Going to the website.
Yeah. It was no one pimped her. My whole thing is I'm all for pedophiles dying too, but this is a slippery thing because it's like, okay, a pedophile's dead, which to me is fair, but she's acting like she was the victim and he was like making her do it. Nah, that was her self-defense. She robbed him. She took his BMW. She and prior to that, she said she was getting a BMW. She was saying all this shit. It's all record.
Right.
So now the media is trying to use her because they got Kyle Rittenhouse in the same town, self-defense. He was a victim. They're trying to do the same thing for her. And prior to that, it was this chick named Sentoria Brown.
Sentoria Brown, State of Tennessee v. Cyntoia Denise Brown, murder of Johnny Allen. On the night of August 5, 2004, 16-year-old Brown met 43-year-old Johnny Mitchell Allen in the parking lot of a Sonic Drive-In on Murfreesboro Road in Nashville, Tennessee. This area is a known red light district, and the two allegedly met for a paid sexual encounter. Of note, Brown agreed to have sex with Allen for the price of $150. It is important to note that the age of sexual consent in Tennessee in 2004 was 18 years of age. As such, Brown's agreement did not constitute true sexual consent in the eyes of the law. Brown and Allen ordered dinner, and Allen drove the pair to his home on Mossdale Road. At some point during the encounter, Brown shot Allen in the back of the head using her .40 caliber handgun. She then absconded in Allen's Ford F-150 in possession of Allen's wallet and two of his firearms. Allen's wallet allegedly contained $172. Arrest and trial. Brown was arrested and charged with 1 count of premeditated murder, 1 count of murder, and 1 count of aggravated robbery. Despite being under 18, she was tried as an adult. Brown never denied shooting Allen. However, she argued that the act was committed in self-defense, thus making the act manslaughter rather than homicide. Brown stated that Allen had intimidated her by repeatedly standing over her while she lay in his bed. As further motivation for the act of self-defense, she stated that she believed Allen was reaching for a firearm as the two lay in bed, thus prompting her to shoot Allen with her own firearm. Based on the position in which Allen's body was discovered, investigators believe that Allen may have been asleep when he was shot. Forensics noted that, post-mortem, Allen was laying with his hands underneath his head. This gives credence to the prosecution's argument that the act was a homicide motivated by Brown's intent to rob Allen. Additionally, Brown admitted to stealing Allen's cash and property and expressed her intention to pawn the stolen rifles. During the interview, Brown denied that she was a prostitute and denied having sex with the victim. She said that she went from place to place in an attempt to find people who would provide her with food and shelter. Prosecutors ultimately took the stance that Brown had not been in danger and that she'd murdered Allen in order to steal from him. Ultimately, she was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 51 years to life in prison.
Anyway, Cyntoia Brown was another prostitute who killed a guy in his sleep and said she was a victim. She was being attacked. She's home now, but she was white.
Out of here.
Cyntoia's white. So what happened was this hooker ass, this prostitute was selling pussy to a guy. She robbed him and killed him.
And how could he be attacking her if he was sleeping?
He was sleeping. So
How long did she do?
Like 15 years. But she was a minor though. But minor
You killed somebody.
I mean, I think because then she knew better too. They're trying to act like she was a child. She was a victim. Her mom was on alcohol. Yeah, all this shit. They had her in fucking on these fucking shows like she was a fucking child. The bitch was a fucking.
In my opinion, 15, especially for a female, you're pretty mature by that time.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that. At 15, you still a fucking kid.
I mean, yes, you are, but I know when I look back when I was 15.
That's you though.
I mean,
everyone matures differently.
Yeah, I'm
what I'm
just
saying? 15
I sure as heck was more acting like an adult than a child.
But the times are different too. So when I was 15, I considered myself an adult. I was doing criminal shit, but I wasn't an adult. I didn't consider myself an adult. I was really a kid. You know what I'm saying? And this thing about me though, I ain't get second chances though. So my black guys in jail for lesser shit. I got friends in jail who was younger than Cyntoia, who's on life in jail for one murder. You know what I'm saying? It was justifiable. You know what I mean? I think every kid should get a second chance.
This situation that we're referring to, the guy who shot
Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yeah. What about him? I mean, he should get a second chance.
I think he should get some time. Not for the murders though, because he was attacked. Self-defense, okay, he had to beat that. But the gun, definitely should be in fucking federal prison for that. Yeah. Absolutely.
I agree.
And I never seen a fucking judge. The judge said that We can't even call the fucking victim. We can't even call the people he killed victims.
The word victim is a loaded word. And I think alleged victim is a cousin to it. Let the evidence show what the evidence shows, and if the evidence shows that any or more than one of these people were engaging in arson, rioting, or looting, then I'm not going to tell the defense they can't call them that.
Why? Because they attacked him.
Because the judge said so. The judge said these are not victims. These are looters.
Looters?
Looters.
Looters are people who steal, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you're looting.
There wasn't proven to be looters at all. The judges
But
did
that's
that.
is that what
That's why the judges,
that term means? That you're right, stealing, correct or no?
Yeah, it means you stealing. You taking stores and
Where
shit.
the hell did he get that word to describe them as?
It's just a piece of shit judge.
I mean,
It's
that
just-
doesn't even correlate.
It's just a piece of shit ass judge. That's what I'm saying. We sometimes listen, right? Racism is just saturating the whole system. The whole system is built on racism. Because before slavery, it was no police like that. Or reality in America, the police came from slave patrol. That alone lets you know that the system's corrupt. It started from slavery and it evolved. Now on the 13th Amendment, any person that's in prison can be a slave legally.
In the Constitution, the 13th Amendment states, "Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States, or any place subject to their jurisdiction." Although this amendment is said to have abolished slavery, mass incarceration serves as a form of institutionalized slavery.
Yeah.
You said they can't?
They can.
They can't.
People are in prison.
Stay?
So you see people in chain gangs, these people who make license plates and shit, those are fucking slaves. They get like 19 cents a fucking
Well, when I was in jail, I make 75 cents.
a day. Doing what? What you doing?
I was in food prep, fucking busting my ass, kind of heavy lifting shit.
So what you was doing is you was maintaining the jail for them. You was doing somebody else's job. So basically you was perpetuating your own imprisonment. By you serving trays is imprisoning yourself, because if you wouldn't work, you have to hire real people to do the lights, mop the floor, pay a real hourly wages, pennies on the dollar, because you was a fucking slave. Give you a slave wage. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I never worked in jail. I always have money and shit, but like my last bid, even when I didn't have money sometimes, so I ain't always have money. I have money most of my time, but when I didn't have money, I'll tell people, yo, quit your job, fuck that shit. Why? Because if we don't work, the system can't sustain itself, because they have to pay real people. It will cost so much money. We save them so much money when imprisoning ourselves. Like if someone's serving the food, if someone's fixing our lights, someone's painting the fucking building, someone's fucking farming, people are doing all this shit.
No, you're absolutely right.
You
It's just that it's really, really hard to go through your bid when you're.
No, it's not. I was indigent. Well, let me tell you.
I think it's a lot
So let me
more
tell you something.
comfortable
Let me
when
tell
you have stuff.
Let me tell you something. So my first bid, I was solid. I had money too. Money. My last one, I was kind of fucked up. No matter what, they gave you soap and deodorant. They got to feed you. So the fuck I need. I don't gotta impress nobody. I don't gotta get fly. I don't gotta keep up with. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about a haircut. I'm in jail. I'm not here to fucking. I was trying to flood the toilets all the time. I was trying to break everything. I was trying to break and destroy anything I could at any given time. Like wherever I was at, I was trying to fucking break something to make them pay for it. I was always flooding shit.
That's hilarious.
Cause I'm making them pay for it. I always keep the lights on. I always keep the water running. Even the halfway house, I keep shit. I keep my light on. Keep the TV on. I'm going to work. Whatever. I'm lying. I never went to work. I never went to work. I was going to fuck some bitches, or I was going to whatever I was doing in the halfway house. I was made sure that the fucking power stayed on. I made sure the fucking water was running.
Your money's worth. Basically.
Not really, because I wanted to burn that motherfucker down. I really wanted to burn that motother down. And I wanted the funny thing is though, I got a friend to this day, right? He was in jail when I was in jail, and I seen him. I never got it. So I never got a real job in jail. So what I did was to see him. He's my friend. I had to get a job. Got a job for a day.
Doing what?
Kitchen. And that shit is hard work. I was mopping. I was fucking serving trays. Yo, that shit was crazy. I see, quit this shit. He said, well, nah, I can't quit. I said, fuck this, quit this shit. So we go to SEC together, you know what I'm saying, and we could be together, you know what I'm saying, and don't worry about it. I'll feed you. I got money, worry about it. He's like, man, I can't, because when you leave, what I'm going to do? I said, the fuck you mean what you want to do? You're not going to work, motherfucker, because who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Why is he working? I guess because his family didn't have it. He had to feed himself. And to this day, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. To me, if I had no money, I'm losing weight.
Well, see, my thing is it sucks when you sit there and you got girls all around you who is making a nice hot cup of coffee. You know, they're cooking together, and you're sitting there starving because they feed you at 3:30 in the afternoon dinner. By 9 o'clock, I'm really hungry.
Now I understand that part. It's easy to fall under pressure. It's hard to stand up to pressure. It's so hard because it's so much things against you. That's what makes super ordinary people, is when you stand up against immeasurable odds. Like me, I wouldn't work. I don't go fuck. You know what? I made a thing that in jail, I won't eat for 2 days, 3 days at a time. I'll see how long I go without eating. Just in case they'll take my privileges from me, or I go to say. So, and sometimes I have commissary. I just give all my commissary away. Like I did this shit a lot.
Did it for yourself though? It was 2 days of fasting, right?
Well, sometimes for 3 days, but sometimes I'll get like a bunch of honey buns and shit like that. And I'm always waiting. I'm like, this shit is poison. I just get like, this shit is fucking poison, trying to kill me. I just get that shit away. I regret it later on sometimes. I'm like, I'm happy as fuck, but
You're hilarious.
When I don't have money, I want things, but when I have money, I don't care about it.
Isn't that funny how that works?
I'm
the
is
same
funny.
way.
It is funny. But it's a real thing, and a lot of shit is even like it's about discipline. It's about going up. People respect you when you can say no. It's not a power in no.
Yeah.
It's not a power in not asking for shit. It's not a power in just nah, I'm good. I don't need none of that shit.
Right. You're right. Absolutely.
It's not a submission in dependency. It's not a submission when you need this. It's not a submission when you want something from me. It's not a dependence when you gotta work. It's not a dependence, and that's slavery. Dependence is slavery. That's all it is, man. You depend on something, you're a slave to it, man. Like, and we depend on the system, man. This whole government is it's a dependency that I really fucking hate because money has no value.
Right.
It has no value at all. Check it out, right? It's people who have no talent, who have bad genes, who are stupid, who just rule the fucking government because you know why? They rule the money. They print money. So the Federal Reserve is owned by private people. I'm not gonna say their names. I'm not. Yeah. The government doesn't own or print our money. And your Social Security number makes you a slave because you have to pay the debt. Social Security is just our debt. Credit is just a debt. We're slaves.
And we're born into it. And this crazy thing is, you can look it up. So for instance, for somebody that didn't believe it, like you can actually look up the Philadelphia. I guess certain people are at different banks, but you can type in your Social Security number.
Yeah.
Learn the routing number of the bank.
Yeah.
And you'll see your name and the account.
Well,
you belong to a 1 of the 12 Federal Reserves.
I was talking to somebody, and this is recent.
Face got fat as fuck. I've been eating good.
That's
Face
good.
fat as fuck.
That's good.
Nah, it's not good. I'm fucking. I'm shit. I gotta get good on my shit. Anyway, what you saying?
So I was having this conversation, and it was very recent, and it was about our Social Security numbers being a bank account. Although you guys are saying that it's our debt, this person explained it as that very few people know this, but we actually have the Social Security number is actually a bank account that we can utilize and basically charge like anything you want. But nobody really knows this information. You have to, have the insight on how to do this. But I'm gonna have to definitely research what.
Yeah, me too.
What you guys are saying.
You know what's funny is I was getting to that shit though, but that's all that sovereignty shit. I don't want to be a sovereign. Like I don't believe in that sovereignty shit.
What is that?
It's when you're a sovereign. I don't think it's real, but it's people out here who call themselves the Moors.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
These fake motherfuckers is going around thinking they're independent countries of themselves.
Sovereignty, yeah.
Sovereign. You can't be sovereign.
It's like a hidden, like not a cult, but a group, right? That they are private. They have.
There's no way you can be sovereign. Only people. Everyone's tied to the laws of the land, unless you are the government and you are the diplomatic community. But it's not a fucking game. We all slaves, man.
So my question is, what do you mean by the SS number is our debt? Now, where is our? What do you mean by that?
You know how we say we indebted to China?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we are indebted to China. We work for China because our Social Security number ties in. China buys it, and it's a bond. America has bonds that they buy. Yes, the debt is the bond, and it has a social. I get into more detail later. Cause right now, I ain't got to. You can look it up. Yeah. Matter of fact, Google it right now. Shit, if you want to. Yeah, we fucking slaves, man. I'm all for the right punishment for the right crime. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a fan of inequality. This fucking system is built on fucking inequality, and I fucking hate it. Yeah, right? So a pedophile who get less time than a motherfucker who sells drugs. There's people in jail for life for selling cocaine and marijuana, but it's people who have fucking babies.
I just told you this the other day. I was in jail. There's two phones right next to each other. One chick was on the phone next to me talking about her case. Her crime was she ended up babysitting her niece and nephew. The nephew was an infant, and she fell asleep, rolled over on the baby. The baby died. This lady got less time than I, who was there for a violation of probation. I mean, I did 18 months while this lady, 6 months, 10 months maybe, I can't remember exactly. It was a ridiculous amount of time that somebody should have gotten being neglectful. That's all. She was neglectful. You have an infant, you know what? You make sure that
That's
that baby
me.
should never been in the bed. You shouldn't have been sleeping
Yo,
with the
that
baby.
bitch got 20 years.
Yeah.
Life in jail.
And look at this girl did probably half the time that I did.
I bet she's home now. Probably had more kids. But she had a kid since then.
Right.
Probably married.
Something like that she didn't learn. She's not going to learn. You know, what is that? You killed a baby, and it's like a slap on the wrist.
Yo, America's fucked up, man. It's the fucking place we live in.
Where
man.
is the justice? You know,
It's all in the money. That's the justice. Money is the justice, man. Think about slavery as you think it ended. Proclamation of Emancipation. Yeah, it did get ended. It didn't end. That's when it began. That's really where. So what they did was they took blacks out of slavery and made everybody slaves.
to the government.
Nah, to the dollar. The government doesn't own the money. The government just enforces the rules. The government it's a mafia. All they do is enforce shit, smack people around, bully them, take people's shit, and they threaten you. That's what they do. The government's just a mafia. And it's getting worse, man. Technology's taking over. Your phone is your tracking device. It hears everything. It knows the elevation. It knows who's around you. It knows how far you is from anybody. Now they're getting face recognition.
Yeah.
They know all the email information. They know
Everything.
or a
Big
text.
brother.
Yo, so and this is the thing about it, right? Everything that's being recorded, everything we have, social media, everything, someone owns that information. Check it out though. When you die, that shit's not gonna die. It's still gonna be there. And your family won't own that information. They can make a whole movie about you based on your location, your phone.
That's pretty scary.
Based on everything you said, based on how far you was from everybody, your elevation, what floor you was on. All your secrets is gonna be out. And we all got secrets. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
perfect.
But the funny thing is, our great grandkids gonna see how fucking who we really are. Like, if he really was a racist or not, he really was lying or not, was he really a scumbag or not? And they know all the medical records. You know, every time somebody got burnt, somebody got AIDS, somebody got whatever, somebody got a treatment, they know all that shit. Fucking crazy. It is. But people don't think about that. People just post shit and it's yada 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 yada. Like when I post on my social media, I try to post information, I joke, and I try to set precedents for people who come behind me because they're gonna read this. Like, I'm not a fucking clown. I don't want my descendants. I know who I am. Like I'm a serious guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm inquisitive. I seek information. I'm a good guy too in private. People think that social media is just clowning. It's just saying silly shit. It's just hating. It's just being negative. It's not. This is really your personality. You showing everything you do shows your personality. Everything you say shows your intellect. Everything you react to is your emotions, and it shows so many sides of us that we don't know.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but I mean, that's what a crazy thought. And you're so right in doing the positive, not just the silly bullshit, because look at your grandkids or whatever.
You're gonna see this.
You know, looking at you and saying, wow, that was my grandfather. Instead
Yeah,
of being like,
that's our president.
look at-
I mean, let's be clear. They're gonna find out some scumbag shit about me too.
all have
Oh
our-
shit, this
we all
motherfucker's
have
crazy
our-
in private. But you know, for the most part, it's
not only
not
that-
gonna be. I'm not gonna be gay. I'm not gonna be a snitch. I'm not gonna be a fucking weirdo. So, you know what I mean?
At the same time, you're also teaching, you know, to the person who wants to be taught by listening to what you have to say, you know, that there's a lot of good that could come out of being more, you know, productive with the social media instead of so.
Yeah, you gonna be the big man. You gonna be the biz though. You gonna be the biz. He trying to be tough. Look at him. It's all white. He said, "Say it again." We black. We going to jail. Oh, fuck. They gonna come take us
I'm
first.
not no Captain Save-A-Ho. Punch that bitch.
Oh, me, she already smacked him.
And she's gonna call the police. Yeah, punch that bitch. She gonna call the police. Ooh, move, car, move.
Oh yeah. Oh what? Oh, he, no, hold on. He punching a bitch. He punching a bitch. Take us
I'm
first.
not no Captain Save-A-Ho. Punch that bitch.
Oh, me, she already smacked him.
And she's gonna call the police. Yeah, punch that bitch. She gonna call the police. Ooh, move, car, move.
Oh yeah.
Look at
Oh what? Oh he. Oh.